nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two. Are you ready?
Well, hello. Welcome to a very special Hardway Wrestling on a Monday.
What?
It's Monday Madness, boys. How are you?
Sleepy after that intro.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the heck? Like that almost put me to sleep, man. Where's
It's
the Robin?
Monday Madness?
There you go.
There we go. Where's the Robin Leach? I'm screaming and I don't know why.
Today we're doing a Cribs version of Scotty's house. Scotty's going to take us on a tour.
No, not trust me. That ain't happening.
Are you going to walk us? Are you going to walk us from the trailer hitch all the way to the back wheels, Scotty?
No, I'm sitting right in place because one, I don't fucking feel like walking, and two, my house is a disaster. So you get to see this very limited view of it.
And why is your house a disaster, Scotty? I feel like that there's like candy wrappers and like toy wrappers and boxes and GI Joes all over the ground.
Hey,
Well,
the
they're
cereal
not
spoon's still
the Joes
hanging.
aren't over the ground. They're all over my table in my junk room. But the toy boxes, yes, I still I'm still trying to organize all my Joe boxes and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of riffraff and knickknacks lying all over all over creation. So yeah,
You know, when you have a toy box or a wrestling room or whatever you want to call it, my office, your office, your Vince McMahon's office. It's always under construction. It's always you're always doing something.
Yep.
I have changed this room around 3,700 times. I bought the biggest crate you could buy for those classified GI Joes because I'm not going to collect them anymore. I'm out on the GI Joe, and I'm about 20 behind now. That I went to the store the other day and saw like 8 of them. I was like, the fuck. And I got the 2 I wanted, Serpentor and Chuckles. Now it's no fun anymore. So I boxed up.
So you did get Chuckles.
Yeah.
Oh, you said you weren't. You said you weren't gonna actually do
you know
that.
what? I did get Chuckles. I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't. That was the last time I didn't pull the trigger on the Chuckles. That was the last one.
Yeah, you and I still think you need to. You need to get the three. The main 3 that you should get are Serpentor, Chuckles, and Sergeant Slaughter. Those are the 3.
I got the Slaughter. I didn't. I don't know. I'm out on them. I bought the biggest crate you could buy from Lowe's, a big orange and black crate. It's like I want to say it's like 4 foot long.
Yep,
it's packed, and I'm not even through half the. I still probably got another mid crate for classifies the box up. So always under construction, always doing something. I did pick up the other day. I know we don't talk about toys very much because honestly, I haven't bought anything for a while. I picked up some retros here and there. But I found that there's superstars that they have at Walmart, the Rock and Hogan.
Oh,
and
like the old style ones, the old AWA ones.
Yeah. So I found the Hulk Hogan with the blue boots.
Ooh, there you go. There's a pickup.
Which Jess and I, when we were at this toy show in Greencastle a couple months ago, they had one the other day. I didn't go. Your guy from Eternia.
Yep. Yeah.
He had it. He had it, and it was like $75. Like you should just pull the trigger on it. I was like, not a fucking chance. First off, Scotty hates that guy, and he'd be mad if I bought something from him.
Yeah.
And, number two, I'm not wasting. I think I'll find it, and I did find it for like $20. So piss on you, Eternia. Piss on you, Eternia. So All right, we are live. Let's see who do we got here. Rick Camp 6. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
His points. He filled out his name correctly again.
Well, we could go over that. We are going to go over the point standings for our fantasy. I should have even submitted. Would have been an X. So, I listen. It's pretty clear cut how to do our fantasy. You pick the person and you pick the confidence points underneath.
Well, he didn't pick the right people.
Points one time. He's got to stop drinking. I think that's what it is, Rick. Hamburger, you got to stop drinking. I don't know what to say. It was on a Sunday, for Christ's sake. Slow down. Slow down. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into Vengeance Day. NXT Vengeance Day was last night. Scotty was last night. I don't know if you remember. Scotty was also another one. I was
asleep pretty much through the whole thing.
Yeah. So yeah, he woke. He said he woke. What time you woke up at midnight? And
I woke up at I remember waking up at 11:45. You all were in the guys were in the chat talking about the matches, like who got what card and whatnot. I literally look at the chat. I'm like, oh crap! I forgot to submit my card, and just rolled over and went right back to sleep. No, it's just like whatever.
I'm glad.
Yeah, that was probably a hard roll.
It was a sourdough roll. You know.
Yeah. So Vengeance Day was last night. I didn't watch it either because it's on a Sunday night and I have to work the next day. When I was getting out of bed, that's when the chat was going off about who won and blah 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 whatever. So, but I did post the winners up on the Hardway page. If you haven't seen it and you're not already a fan of Hardway Wrestling, please go like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube page, ring the bell. That lets you know when we're live and full effect. We are at 285. We are 15 away from 300.
Closing in fast.
But I'm gonna tell you, Independent Rewind had a nice little run this weekend. They're up to 730 something the last time I checked. So they posted a video and the little screen grab in the front was like a chick's ass.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Almost 3K views.
Jesus, that's how you do it.
They picked up like 30 new subscribers. So they're making it difficult on us, but we're going to catch them anyway. We're 15 away from 300. That's our next goal, 300. And then after 300, we're shooting for 7,
Baby steps.
Baby steps. But good on them, though. It's about time they stopped fucking treading water. They were until I came along, they were under 700. Until I came along, they were under 700. So, all right. Last night we had it was Baron Corbin gun review. I can't remember who's what, but it was Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker versus Trick Mello and Carmella Hayes for the Dusty Cup, right? For the tag team Dusty Cup. So Braun, you saw Braun and Corbin came down on dueling motorcycles, right?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
A la Triple H right before he gets fired. I like that. We'll get into that later too. And they came down. It was actually a really good match. I only cut the highlights of it. There was one highlight where Braun picked Corbin up and threw him over the top rope.
Yeah.
Just like chucked him. Whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. And then went up to the top rope himself and dove on top of Mello and Trick. So pretty good match. But Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker are your new Dusty Cup champions, which is pretty awesome. What do they call themselves? The Wolf Dogs?
I don't know, but I like them as a tag team.
I do too.
Yeah.
Now Braun is going to be a great single star at some point, right? He's going to be a great single star. Why not put them two together? They look great.
They do.
Get them some matching gear. The Wolf Dogs. I like it.
Well, they get a NXT tag title shot now too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they got from the winning the tournament, the Dusty Cup.
Okay.
Yeah, and Austin, our new resident genius, now that Owen's not around, said Wolf Dogs is correct. So
Owen
Yeah.
must be in school. I haven't seen him log on.
Yeah,
No,
the bus hadn't dropped him off yet.
no,
Or
he's trying to
or
find
he's-
a way to chop off his other toes.
Either that or he's
He's
he's holding the cheesecloth for his dad.
He was going to hit you for the four-toed
Super kick.
super kick.
Yeah.
Anyway, good on those guys. Wait a minute. What am I doing? I had a picture of him. What am I doing? You're winners. Braun Breaker, Baron Corbin. They kind of look bad. Is it Baron Corbin looks like the dude from Smashing Pumpkins.
Lead singer?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Baron Corbin's looking very emaciated here lately. So, he looks like Michael Stipe from REM. Anyway, then we had Dijak versus what was the dude's name?
Joe Gacy.
Joe
Gacy.
Gacy.
Okay, hold on. Going back to that, the REM reference. Instead of Everybody Hurts, Baron Corbin released a single, Everybody Jobs.
Listen, if you want more jokes like that, please go like and subscribe. I mean, the jokes are going to come hot and heavy from that bottom right corner. So.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Okay. Terrible.
I think my cat
listen,
just cringed.
Here, we're going to move on, so I need you to stand in the place where you were. All right. So Dijak versus Joe Gacy. The highlights. This was a hard-hitting match. These guys beat the absolute tar out of each other.
Dijak got some fucking duct tape wrapped around his face and got whipped with a damn kendo stick.
Did you see the point where hold on a second here. Did you see the point where Dijak put the trash can on Gacy's head, kicked him a couple times in the trash can, and then went to hit the ropes, and Joe Gacy lowered his fucking head and blasted Dijak in the mouth. Oh my god, with his trash can on his head. It was I called it the Oscar the Grouch.
I thought that's what we called EO coming off the top of the
yeah.
I like EO.
Yeah.
It was a good match though, from what I saw of it.
Yeah, it was pretty hard hitting. So Dijak ends up being your winner. Finally, Dijak wins.
There you go.
Dijak never wins.
No, he doesn't.
And neither does Corbin, and they both won in this one.
Yeah.
This was the Bizarro world for sure. So you had the family, Tony D'Angelo and Stax, and hey. Forget about it. And I can't remember the girl's name. Versus In the Mud. What do they call it? In the Mud? Is that what they're called?
Out of the mud, in the
out
mud.
Of the mud. Yeah, OTR, OT, whatever they are. Out of the mud. OTM, REM, whatever. I mean, there's a lot of acronyms in it. This match was. I watched the highlights bored the shit out of me. So the highlights were great. There was another spot here where Tony D'Angelo picked up Stax and just chucked him over the top rope. So it was a throw your partner day for NXT. Legit throw your partner day. And we get the family wins the triple X. Oh, that's what it was. Adriana Rizzo.
Mixed tag.
Hey, Rizzo mixed tag, right?
Yeah.
So I'm surprised these guys are still together. Honestly, I'm surprised these guys are all still together. So, all right, you had Layla.
You think they're gonna let Corbin and Braun get the tag titles?
Could these guys be transitional champions? Like
the NXT tag titles?
Yeah.
I don't know. See, I don't know because I feel like they're Corbin or Braun was just up on the main roster trying to sign a contract with SmackDown, and he's going to be on Monday night.
Shawn Michaels says he wants him to do double duty.
Oh, he could. He absolutely could do double duty. Yeah, I don't see a problem. Yes, give Corbin. I don't care about Braun. Braun's held enough titles. I want
Corbin needs it more than Braun.
Yes, I want Baron Corbin to finally be.
Because if they split them up and Braun just goes his way to the main roster, Corbin's just going to be taking losses to who the hell ever at this point.
Whoever the next guy in is.
Yeah.
Whoever the next guy in is. So next match, Lila Valkyrie versus Roxanne Perez. This ended up turning into a triple threat. What was the girl's name who
Lola Vice?
Lola Vice showed up with her contract, her what is it? What was it? You said it earlier.
Breakthrough.
The breakout tournament title.
Breakout tournament. Yeah, that's what it was.
Whatever it is, bullshit. Turned it into a triple threat, but we know when it turns into a triple threat, never works out. Lila Valkyrie holds on to her title. She looks really good.
Roxanne Perez had her beat until Lola Vice's entrance hit, and then she kind of like froze.
Oh,
she hit her with her whatever the hell finisher she has or whatever. It looked like a damn Canadian destroyer, I think. It's whatever the hell she had. It looked like she had her beat.
Well, Lyra Valkyrie, wrong company. Lyra Valkyrie holds on to her championship title. Then we have Obafemi versus Dragon Lee. I don't think anybody thought Obafemi was losing this title. He is a cross between Lashley and Booker T.
Yeah.
He is an absolute monster. His entrance makes him look like a monster. They film him from the bottom of his shoelaces. He's unbelievably huge and powerful, and he is going to make waves moving forward. That's for sure.
He's saying this guy's high all the time?
Well, I mean, it's possible. Somebody has to get high since Booker T wasn't there last night.
Yeah, they had old Bad News Barrett, I think, replacing him on commentary.
Oh God!
I got bad news for you.
I'm on commentary.
At least it wasn't Michael Cole.
Yeah.
So Obafemi holds on to the title. All right, last match of the night, Dragunov versus Trick Williams. It was Trick. I said Trick Mello. Trick Williams. That's Marshmallow. Trick Williams. Trick Williams got hurt. I believe he hurt himself during the tag match, and he was favoring his leg. Carmella is with him, and he is not helping the situation. He is in the way. He bumps a referee, and then ends up Dragunov ends up retaining his title. Scotty's boy ends up holding on to the title, but at the end, the big turn. We saw this coming a million miles away. Carmella Hayes turns on Trick and beats the absolute piss out of him. He hits him, and it's a great camera view, great camera shot by the camera guy where the camera was. Trick must have took I don't know 15 shots to the leg with that chair.
Yeah,
it was unfucking
loud him with that fucking chair.
What is the move? What is the move to Samoa Joe? Oh, the Uranagi. There was one point, and I'll try to have it. I'm gonna try to get a clip of it for Will Powell. There is a Uranagi that Trick gives to Dragunov from the apron onto the floor.
Ooh,
damn. Wish I saw that.
Brutal.
Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. I mean, I'll get you a clip. I'll have a clip for it. So that's our wrap up for Vengeance Day. Again, I didn't get to see all of Vengeance Day because of why would you do that to us? Put it on a Saturday. Make it a Saturday night. Why do it on a Sunday?
Especially when there was no other pay-per-views going on.
Run it right up against Collision.
Yeah.
Run it right up against Collision.
I forgot Collision was even on again anyway.
So did AEW fans because I think there was 1,800 people in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting worse. It's getting worse over there. So anyway, from the highlights, not a bad pay-per-view. I love what Sean's doing down there. Hopefully Sean doesn't
Yeah.
Isn't caught up in the bullshit.
Remember that intern? He didn't sleep with her, but he was up all night.
Oh. All right.
Raise your hand if you submitted your card. Raise your hand if you got a perfect card. And Randy also got a perfect card. Man, if he wouldn't have blew that TNA pay-per-view with his not selecting points, he'd be top 5 right now.
Yeah. So it just goes to show you in our fantasy league that you can mess up and you can still make a comeback. So you want to go over the standings real quick?
Yeah, Tommy wasn't even there for the first pay-per-view, and he's already like past Scotty.
Yeah, he's tied. No, we're tied. Tommy and I are tied right now.
Tied, yeah.
So
Jason and I currently atop at 45. Jess, our current champion, not for long probably, at 42.
She could have lost it last night.
I thought for sure you were going to cash it in. AJ's got 37. Micah 33, Dave 25, Randy 24, Tommy 22, Scott has 21.
Oh, I thought we were tied. Oh well.
No, you weren't awake yet. Ham has 18, and Brian and Zach didn't fill out cards. They both have 14.
Henry. It is Billy Corrigan. Billy Corrigan is Smashing Pumpkins. But this Billy Corrigan isn't having people snort coke on.
At least not on live TV. Yeah, who knows what they do backstage, but
can't be any worse than Vince.
This guy stinks. Side note, the whole card, everyone was bleeding. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Everyone's bleeding. You know, Dragunov, I just from watching the highlight, Dragunov's face was busted open.
Yeah.
He took a couple shots from him. He took the trick knee directly to the snout.
Wow.
His nose is already slanted.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a hard. I'm telling you, if you have not gotten a chance to see that Uranagi yet, unbelievably stiff. So, all right, we're gonna move on. We had a little bit of news on SmackDown. Did you guys catch SmackDown yet?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, then I'm sure you haven't heard, or maybe you've heard. I don't know. I don't know where you've been all weekend. Cody has lost his spot at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I did hear that much of it, but I think there's going to be a swerve and he's still going Roman. I pray to God, if they're smart and know how to book it, they book Cody and Roman on night 1, Rock Roman on night 2.
That's what I'm hoping.
That's the smart choice. Now, from what I'm hearing, and this is where it's getting very interesting, is that Rock, now that he's back in the company, he's pulling a Hogan. He's politicking his way into the main event, and basically ever since the failure of Black Adam, he's been trying to find a way to get himself back into some kind of position that makes him look good. Now, from what everything I'm seeing online is showing, what he's doing is not making him look good, because a lot of the fan response, there are some who are interested in it, but a lot of the fan response has been like, F you, Rock, you get out of here. You're just screwing up what we wanted to see. This kind of it's, in less than one day, the video of Rock coming out in that promo, already has in less than 24 hours had almost 4,000 dislikes, or no, 400,000, dislikes, something to that effect. It's people are not happy with this, and as someone who has been kind of promoting the Rock Roman thing, saying it needs to happen. I don't think it needed to happen this way. Again, I'm hoping for the swerve. I'm hoping it's still Roman and Cody, and they, They do night 1 and then Rock Roman's night 2. Because again, the only way this works is if Roman doesn't have that belt.
So,
But
what would be the point if you put Rock Roman? First off, let's just rewind. Roman is not losing that title in Mania. I don't care who he faces. He's not losing that title at Mania. And the best way to not lose that title to at Mania is to not put him against Cody. He is going to beat Hogan's record. He is going to beat Hogan's record.
Yeah.
So just say if you put Cody and Roman night 1 and Roman win or loses, who cares about Rock Roman? Who cares about it?
because it's more personal. Because that's the thing. Like, if you go into night 2 of Rock Roman, where Roman has the belt, who cares? You already know the outcome of it because Rock is not going to win the title and, be the champion. Like, you already know Roman's going to win. But if you go into that without the title on the line, without the title even in play, that somebody else has the title and it's man versus man, a personal issue, family, family pride on the line, it makes more sense. And then now you have no idea who's going to win. It's a 50-50 grab because Rock could win it and cement his family dominance, or Roman could win it and then come out of it with more, with more gusto and more, he's finally cemented his legacy as the tribal chief. So, I like.
Or you do night 1 and night 2 of Roman beating both of them, and then Roman
it doesn't do anything
looks
for
ultra
Roman
dominant.
It doesn't do anything for him to beat Rock night 2 if he's already beat Cody night 1. Like, that's why
I know. I'm just.
I really go ahead.
They're not putting the belt on the Rock.
Yeah, but they're not going to, if that's why I'm saying they need to take the belt off of Roman to get Rock and Roman to actually work. I don't know why. Like, again, if they don't book it like that, they're stupid. They are honest to God stupid because, screw Hogan's record. Who can, Roman has done more as champion as far as he's broken all these records and stuff like that. Good for him. It's time to take that belt off of Roman, put it on Cody, give Cody the win he should have gotten last year, and then have that personal issue, the blood feud between him and his cousin for just with family pride on the line, and it works so much better. So I don't know. That's just my take on it.
You should have set the Scotty's eye up for that one.
So I'm
about to duck out of the way from that toothpick.
Yeah.
So, I don't think we've heard the last of this story. It's very early in the year already. We still got 2 months left before Mania. So I don't know. Cody's just not going to step out of the way. You know what I mean? He's just not going to step out of the way.
He shouldn't.
So what do you think about this turning into a triple threat?
It crossed my mind that they may pull that, but I don't know. I don't want to see
Cody. Like, it doesn't do. Well, I mean, okay. So if Rock takes the pin and Roman retains in a triple threat, Cody still has a bitch because he hasn't gotten a formal win, but he also hasn't been beaten this time around. So it does make sense that there's an out there. But at the same time, I don't think it does anything good for Cody losing 2 WrestleManias in a row, whatever the circumstances is. That's why, and I don't think
used to lose all the time.
Huh?
Yeah.
His daddy used to lose all the time.
Yeah, but they were building to something bigger as the chase for the title. But the simple fact is that this chase, the issue with the modern, it's one thing with Dusty back in the old days because fans really wanted to see Dusty win. And so they were willing, just like with Lawler, back in the day. Like fans wanted to see Lawler win a title, so they were able to stick with him for 4 or 5 years of him not winning before he finally won a title. Now, here's the thing about it. The modern fans aren't going to wait 4 or 5 years. There's a lot of difference between what happened in the past and what happens now. Fans get tired out on an angle really easily. I almost got tired of the Cody thing between, last WrestleMania and this WrestleMania, because I'm looking at him like, all right, if they don't do something to give Cody his chance to get his win back at WrestleMania and win the title, then they've just buried their top superstar. They've just buried the guy who right now, with a lot of people being injured, is the guy that's going to carry the company into the future. Roman isn't going to carry the company in the future as a part-time guy. He's going to be off with Rock making movies and stuff like that in Hollywood. And we don't want another Brock Lesnar part-time guy, just showing up when he feels like it. What we need is Cody carrying this company into the future, giving other guys the chance to get that title down the line. And the thing with Dusty is Dusty never had long runs. I don't think Cody needs a long run either. Give him a run with the title and then get the chase going again. That's how Dusty did it. Dusty had short runs with the title and boom, the chase, resumed again for Dusty to try to get that belt back. So I think the modern fans aren't going to hold up. If Cody loses again, they're not going to hold up and they're going to shit all over this. And it's going to be, it's going to be a disaster if they pull a triple threat and Cody doesn't get this. So, and it does nothing between, like I said, it does nothing to give Roman that chance at, cementing his legacy as the head of the table. Beating Rock with only pride on the line, no belts, no nothing, gives Roman that chance to say, all right, finally, I'm the head of the table. Or if they decide to go the other way and put it, give it to Rock and have Rock beat Roman, it's that, cementing the final, not to say in a bad way, but the final nail in the coffin for Rock, saying, hey, you know what? I came back. I beat my cousin. I showed I am what I am. The best damn thing in this business, still going to this day. That kind of thing. I mean,
does Cody need to win at WrestleMania for it to be anything? Can he finish his story at another pay-per-view?
Yeah.
No. Again, when did Dusty win? Dusty, one of the main ones he won, Starrcade.
Okay.
Well, what is WWE's equivalent to Starrcade? WrestleMania. Like, why give it to him at SummerSlam? Why give it to him at Survivor Series? Why give it to him next year at the Royal Rumble? Like, why not put it at the biggest stage you've got? That was exactly what Crockett Promotions did back in the day. They had, they weren't as structured as WWE became later on, but, the big ending show to their year was always Starrcade. WrestleMania is the end-all, be-all show of the year, and then, the card, life refreshes and starts a new run to WrestleMania. Why not give... I don't see Cody finishing a story at another pay-per-view as being as effective. It doesn't work as well as SummerSlam. Who cares about a SummerSlam? SummerSlams are great. They have good value, but there's always some good marquee matches, but it's not WrestleMania. So I think he needs to win into WrestleMania in order for him to cement his part of his legacy the way his dad did.
With the amount of time Roman's had the title, when he finally loses it, whether it's at Mania or SummerSlam or on Friday Night SmackDown, you're going to remember it. You're going to remember the time he finally lost that title and who he lost it to.
Yes,
it's not going to be the big stage of Mania, but still, it's still going to be a big moment.
I mean, again, I think back, and again, I'm going to be called a Cornette here, but I think back to stuff that Cornette says about the fact that, you look at certain matches, and they're matches that people kind of forget after a certain amount of time. Like nobody cares about how many flippity doodads that people do in these matches on on Dynamite or on Raw or on SmackDown or any of that kind of stuff, because they're all interchangeable. And in some ways, now again, at a SummerSlam, I can kind of agree with you. If it's on a SmackDown, nah. Like, it's gonna, people, they won't necessarily forget about it in a week, but it's not something that's going to be as memorable. Even in a SummerSlam, again, it does, like, SummerSlam is great, and they always have a big build up for a good SummerSlam, but it's still not the quintessential. It's not the, and again, I don't want to throw in his name into this, but it's not what McMahon built this WWE to be. He built it to culminate at WrestleMania. Like a lot of Hogan's title defenses. His first one wasn't at Mania, of course, but the culmination of a lot of things happens at Mania. The culmination of Cody's story should, in my view, happen at Mania. If it doesn't, I believe they're wasting the opportunity to really keep Cody's story going, because it's not true to the story of that family. Like, again, Dusty, not all the time, but Dusty won a couple of his titles at Starrcades. Why not keep it going at a WrestleMania? I don't know.
What's wrong with Cody beating Seth?
Because it's a title that nobody gives a crap about.
I give a crap about it. I like it.
It's a workhorse title.
Exactly.
But it's a title they started. If this were for Big Gold, if they had brought Big Gold out of retirement and used that belt, then I would say yes.
So they don't bring this, right? They got the red belt, the blue belt. Which one is the belt that Cody should have won? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I
Dustin never held the world title. He never held it. Either one of these titles, both of these titles are the world title.
Yeah,
the universal title. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, Universal.
Champion of the Moon and the Stars. What the fuck?
Well, it's why I think they should never have brought this other title out to begin with. Roman is the guy you want to go after. Why make it? To me, a belt with a lineage of 6 months isn't a title that makes Cody the man. Like Cody again. If they hadn't had that belt.
This is the big gold. It's just got a big WWE logo in the middle of it, like the rest of them.
But they just reinvented it. It's not like there's no lineage. Like, who's held it besides Seth? What makes that title more special than a belt that Roman has had for what?
Just in this particular era, it's just been Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then what happens in a year when they get tired of this belt and reunify it with the belt Roman's got? It's going to happen.
Cody will have them both.
And then 5 years down the road, they'll reintroduce it again, like they've already done 10 times now.
I know, but again, to me, Roman is the champion. He's always been. He is the guy with the record of he's held this belt for so many days. Like, that's the big dog you want to beat. Seth really is as good as he is as a worker, and as good as he is as in the ring and on the mic. He's not. He doesn't. There's no cachet in winning a belt that's been around for 6 months versus beating the guy that's held the belt, that's beat other guys' records who have held the belt.
Well,
so
I think that they decided they were going to do this because there's so much bullshit going on, and people are turned off by this whole Vince McMahon thing and whatever's about to come. Who most likely this shit will hit the fan the Friday before WrestleMania. You can mark my words on that. I think in order to pump this WrestleMania up, they brought The Rock in. I mean, who else would you want to bring in that's this big of a star? But in turn, I believe that they're turning The Rock heel because everybody wants to see Cody finish his story. Yeah. And now where The Rock was coming in to build up new fan support because he shit the bed during one movie. By the way, which I don't agree. Black Adam wasn't great. It was terrible. It was a horrible knockoff of a Superman. It was horrible. but I don't think that made him a bad person. He just had a flop movie.
Yeah.
Go back and watch.
Well,
If you want to go back and be excited about The Rock, go watch The Rundown. Go watch The Tooth Fairy. I mean, go watch those movies. If you're that upset over The Rock's movie career, whatever. But anyway, I think when they brought The Rock in, I think they had really good intentions for this match to really be spectacular. But I think in the meantime, they've almost turned The Rock sort of heel because everybody wants to see Cody. Now, we'll see moving forward. I don't think this is the end of the story. It's way too early before WrestleMania for this to be the end of the story. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I think they're also waiting to see what happens with Seth. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that could be
They
true.
don't know what's going on with Seth yet. Punk's definitely out. As far as we know, Punk's out. I read a thing that it was a work. His elbow injury was a work. Yeah. So we'll see. These guys are really good actors. So I watched his video, or I watched his promo when he was talking about his injury. It looked pretty legit, like he was actually hurt. So,
and Drew is killing it with the heel work on it.
Did you see him do the clobber?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a sec. Something Owen just popped up in the chat, y'all. He said the plan for right now: Roman versus Rock, Seth versus Cody, and the winners both face each other. So, Owen, what are you saying? They're trying to unify the title already? So let's say Cody wins. Cody wins Seth's title, and Roman retains his, and they face each other. Does that mean that they're going to try to unify the title on because they're title already?
Night 2.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. I like it. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I mean, we're a long way to WrestleMania. Ricky, I'd be interested in seeing Rock Roman night 1 and Cody Seth night 1 and night 2 Roman Cody.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah. So.
It's just gonna suck when Roman has both belts, and then and then Trips has got to create another workhorse belt. He'll have a big blue, big gold, or a big red, big gold.
Are you talking about Trips creating it or Brian Gewirtz?
Whoever. Yeah.
Whoever's in charge.
Yeah.
Who knows? If the shit hits the fan, Trips might not even be in charge anymore.
Now, go back and watch.
Shit already hit the back of someone's head, unfortunately. That's why we're talking about this.
Go back and watch, and we've dumped on Ryback a couple times, but some of the stuff, if you go back and look at some of the videos he's posted over the years, he's right.
Yeah,
Ryback is right.
He is. Right. And he's eating this shit up right now, too. He's like, all y'all motherfuckers made fun of me for years, and I've been right. Yeah. He's eating it up.
Check out his latest video about who's gonna when the shit hits a fan here, who's gonna be out. He says it just like we said the other day. Dude is out, right? He's gonna be out. Michael Hayes is out, gonna be out.
Yeah.
Triple H is gonna be out. And Bruce Pritchard. He said they're the ones. He said, and any producer that's been there over the last 20 years is going to be out the fucking door. So, which it looks like doesn't look good for Triple H either. So, I mean, I can almost see a world where Triple H is gone and they bring Shawn Michaels up. Yep.
But would it be guilty by association? Would Shawn kind of get the boot because of Triple H?
We'll find out. They know everything. They know everything. They're just waiting. They're biding their time. They're putting in people in place. The Rock is in place now, right? He's on the board. Supposedly, when I mentioned Brian Gewirtz, who's been all with the Rock for years, is supposedly might be coming back. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. So,
oh my gosh.
Anyway, let's take out the chat real quick.
You know what? I know it's getting back on this whole Vince thing, but a name we never mentioned over the years, Jim Ross. He's always had his hand in
wait to hear this.
Talent development and whatnot. I mean, do you think he knows anything about it? About what's going on?
It's possible. It is possible.
I mean, he's obviously out of the company, so it doesn't matter. But like his name came up because I just thought about it because he had been with WWE for years. He was a talent development guy for however long.
Mid 90s all the way through.
Yeah. See, I think, like I said on the last video, our last show, I think Vince had guys that were super close to him. Bruce Pritchard, right? John Laurinaitis. They were his 1 and 2. Those guys knew everything about Vince McMahon, what was going on. There probably was a lot of rumblings of stuff. People heard things, but they couldn't really put a finger on it or say it was absolutely true. I think Trips knows some things. I know Stephanie knows some things. We know that we know that Boy Blunder knows some things. Right? The baby Vince, right? Mr. Quad Killer. We know he knows
the quadricep kid.
That's why Shane didn't want to come back.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So we know they all know things, and when they start subpoenaing people, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I don't think you can have your kids testify against you, and I don't know how that works with Triple H, but we're gonna find out.
I will say this much. Technically, they can't have Linda testify, but if she does so of her own volition,
why do you think he wouldn't divorce her?
Yeah.
Why do you think he wouldn't divorce her?
But see, here's the thing: like they can't if she chooses not to, she doesn't have to testify. I think she will.
Stone Cold's going to storm the courtroom. I'll take it from here, Judge. Grab the gavel and whack right over Vince's head.
Gavel in one hand, bedpan in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll make her look even worse, and she's got political ties now. So I think that she will stay as far away from the situation as possible.
That is true. I forgot about the political.
If I was her,
yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna see. We're gonna see who get hit with the shit. I'm telling you, the rats are gonna start abandoning ship here, and once they start doing, boy, Ryback might be running creative before it's over. So, anyway, that's gonna do it here for Highway Wrestling Boys. You got anything else?
No, I think we're good.
All right, short show today. Hopefully there'll be some more news here coming up. We got a Raw tonight. We're getting Shinsuke and Cody tonight, right? Another Shinsuke and Cody
bull rope match.
Bull rope match. 15 feet of bull rope.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah. So.
And subtitles.
Here's what they said. Listen, Cody, I know we absolutely fucked you, but you're going to get to take it out on Shinsuke with a bull rope. How's that? You can finish his story.
and Shaky definitely needs to get finished. That's for sure.
They didn't call it the bull rope match. They called it the internment camp match.
Oh.
Maybe Okada shows up tonight.
Ooh, there you go.
Maybe Okada shows up tonight. Anyway, that's going to do it here for Highway Wrestling. Thank you guys so much. If you did not order shirts, you're screwed. You didn't get any. Shirt order went in. Shirt order went in about 25 minutes ago, and hopefully they'll be here on the 17th. Those who ordered shirts, I will have them to you at the ATCW show here coming up on the 17th, or if I see you in passing or whatever, we'll make sure you get your shirts. So, other than that, for Ricky and Scott and myself, we'll see you next time
on the hard way.